Good afternoon, and welcome to my DVD. You may remember me from other programs such as How to Put Children to Sleep and How Not to Teach Science. Anyway, today I'm going to do a particular favourite of mine and show you lungs, because lungs are quite cool actually, as you can see here. I'm holding this thing up here. This thing is called a trachea. That's what we call it, a trachea. And you'll notice that there's a hole at the top, which is very useful for getting oxygen into the lungs, as you can see. Right, we'll just show that up here. First of all, first thing we come on, we call this the larynx. And if I just get this thing, I'll show you that's the vocal cords. That's the thing I'm using to talk to you. Isn't that weird? So, you go past the voice box, or the vocal cords as we call them, the larynx in general, we go down into the lungs. How do we do that without suffocating or dying? It's this stuff. It's called cartilage. Cartilage. It's very bendy, but it's not too bendy, because it doesn't close and kill you. So this cartilage gives it a bit of a structure. It's an almost circular rings, not quite, but just keeps it nice and strong, but a wee bit flexible. This means that when you're sleeping at night and you put pressure on your neck, you don't die. Well, hopefully not anyway. So this is leading down into the lungs, but let's have a closer look at the lungs. You see that they're in two parts. You can see this little ravine in between the two of them. It's amazing how my lips can move, but I'm not actually talking. So here we go, nice little gap in between. You have the left and the right lung there. You can see it quite clearly before your eyes and before mine. Quite a beautiful shape, I think you'll agree. So if I hold up this, you can see that the butcher took it out, made a bit of a mess of it. It's a bit scrappy. See, there's a couple of bits there where it's just been torn by accident. There you go. Alright, so let's have a closer look. You can see this side is quite flat on that side. They're quite big, but maybe not as big as you think at the moment. I'm going to hold this thing up for you here and show you what this is. This is the diaphragm there. See, it's quite a big large sheet of muscle. When that pulls, that's when you breathe in, because it pulls the lungs down the way, sort of thing, and creates a bit of pressure, less pressure, so the air has to come in. Quite interesting physics, that. Quite beautiful things, aren't they, lungs? Look at that. Holy. So we've had a look at the hole, but you can see it's smooth on the inside there, so it fits perfectly with the other organs in your body, like your liver and that. And even if I just hold this thing up here, you know what this is? Can you guess? Yeah, it's your heart, you're right. I'm holding your heart. So, this is a heart. You'll notice that it's surrounded by a bit of fat and this big skin here. We'll talk about this another day. We'll talk about the lungs today. But anyway, this is your heart. And this mad thing, this stuff covers it. Pericardium, I think that's called. Pericardium, let's check that out. I think it's called pericardium. Okay, there's only so much you can tell about lungs by just looking at it. So, we've got to get in a bit closer. How are we going to do that? Right, well, let me just show you. Okay, to really appreciate the lungs, I'm going to just blow them up like this. Don't try this at home. It will be very hard to blow something when your lungs are not in your body. And here they come to life. Look at this. Isn't that amazing? They look almost alive, don't they, when they do that? Okay, so I've inflated these lungs manually with my lungs. Isn't that profound? Oh boy. That takes about a while. That does. Anyway, there you go. There's the lungs inflated again. You see that? Beautiful. Look at that. It's with a heart for instance. You'll notice that the one that is on actually the left-hand side of your body, which is, we call that the right lung, that is a pretty bit, it's a wee bit smaller, you can. And the reason for that is because the heart is there, obviously, so it has got less room. Okay, so we've seen as much as you can see from just looking at the outside, so let's get a cut. Imagine what that would feel like, it'd be painful as. There we go, cut down there. What are we cutting down there? You got trachea. What are we cutting into? You should know this, there are two of them. Yeah, bronchi. The plural is bronchi. The singular is bronchus. If I cut further and further into it, you'll see there that we're going down into the, what do you call them? Have you guessed it yet? Do you know what it is yet? These are the bronchioles. Look at those tiny little holes in the middle of a bronchus. And they are called bronchioles. They get smaller and smaller, like the branches of a tree coming from the trunk. So I cut in there, you'll see that they get smaller and smaller, the holes, all the way down to the bottom. When we get down to the very bottom, we can't even really see them because they're so small. We call them the air sacs. Air sacs at the bottom. Air sac. Sounds like a type of shoe, doesn't it? Air sac. Where do you get those air sacs? I don't know. Got some here. No, just joking, it's water. So, the final thing we're going to do is drop this in here. Oh, can you guess what's going to happen? Oh, I didn't give it a chance. You see that the lung floats. It floats. Why do you think it floats? Why? That's right, because there's air in it, of course. Of course, that's the whole point of your lungs, is to breathe. So yeah, if there's air in that, and I drop something else in, put a heart or something like that, it'll sink to the bottom because there's no air in it. No air in that, but air in the lungs. That's an important lesson that you learned there. You got your trachea, all the way down past your vocal cords, into your bronchus, all the way down through your bronchioles, into your air sac at the end, which leads you to believe one thing, that the lungs are just amazing, huh? Aren't they amazing? Oh, that's beautiful, that. What a beautiful colour that is. I haven't told many people this, but when I was a student, I was considering being a butcher, actually. Now I found my place in life. Okay, so to recap, that's your diaphragm there, don't forget that. When the diaphragm goes down, the ribs go up and out. That means you're breathing in, otherwise you're breathing out. I've had a lovely time cutting this thing up, and talking to you. Goodbye.